wise man once said, to forget how to dig the soil, tend the earth, is to forget ourselves. Well, maybe some have, but a few of us still know. You gotta be willing to put in the time.
Hey y'all, just about ready to get started here. Let me kill this fan. Here we go. Now maybe you can hear me. Let's go ahead and get this over. Get my John Deere hat on. Got my mod up. I saw some new mods that came out, and I kind of liked these John Deere 4000 series. There's a nice little baler as well. I could be using something like that. A couple here. Looks like a new timber mod. 39,000. Holy crap. That's way too much. 18,000, but it needs a fifth wheel. All Productions pallet pack. Wholesale. What's this? Wholesale on projects can contact work orders and also target the sell point. 100,000. Holy crap, that's expensive, but it's pretty interesting. So who we got out here today? Look at what all I got going on. Stream. Stream client relay, read only, Twitch. I'm gonna have to leave it on Twitch because I can't see. Go ahead and blow this up real quick so I can read the YouTubes. And there we go. And Twitch. That's all good. Alright, let's see where we are here. Manure Mod finally released one. That's pretty good. Government drain. What does this do? Unwanted liquids. No, thank you. I heard this one doesn't have, it's an IT runner that doesn't have any runners, so I'll pass on that. Special silos, I downloaded this already. This might be interesting, but I don't really, can't afford anything. Hey, Crazy Raisins, how you doing tonight? What else we got here? Pout of trees. Let's try this one. I may not use it, but it's always handy to have it. And we got a manatee, or Manitou. 106,000. I don't know on that one. Oh wait. John Deere plow, Belfork, also bioviable pallets. Pack, case, paint Terraform Anywhere. That might be a good one to get. Increase light range. Repair place. Multi-fruit. I don't really care for these multi-fruit ones. They don't. I know it holds a lot, but it just doesn't look right. Unless you're in Europe. $125, no thank you. A little expensive for my taste. Hey CBW, how you doing today, man? You take all your piggies taken care of? I wanted to check. This one's supposedly updated, but I'm leery of trying that one again. Auto load. All right. Package. That looks like a dairy farm. No. Got mostly everything else I wanted. I don't know what the difference is in those sawmills, but the end game one works just fine. And anything in decorations. Deco food, don't really care for that. Go ahead and reboot it just to make sure. Southern Lady, how are you doing? Thanks for dropping by. Farm manager, yep. All right, let's get our farming on. Hey, Creighton, how are you doing? Been very brave in researching Hitler and watching documentations of him and this old lady who went through the Holocaust. Very terrifying. Yeah, I imagine so. We can only imagine it, but there's still some older generation left that lived through it. Time is at 8 o'clock. Yep, slide out. I don't think I did anything other than sleep last time around. I checked the status on the water and everything. 14,000. So it's only been a day, so we should be good to go. on water and everything. We only have 8,000 left. Wrong one. Go ahead and check our field here real quick. We got sorghum coming up, and it's ready to go. And this is our canola over here. And it's still growing, and it's 100%. Alright, well, we got some eggs. Eggs done. Go ahead and put these back here. Got another day, we'll probably get another load. What is it, November? How are we doing over here? 210, 98%, and 5,000 food. What does that look like on our... Come on. There we go. Well, we're getting a decent amount of chickens now. Went to World War II Museum when I was 12 in November. Had nightmares since my birthday in March, and we never got it to finish. I started feeling sick at the Holocaust area when I seen his ugly car. Yeah, there was... I've been to the D-Day Museum in Portsmouth. When I was living and working over there on the UK naval base, there was I had breaks and stuff so I could go and see stuff, and I went to the D-Day Museum, and they've got basically they've got it set up like one of the landing craft, and you walk into the back of it, and it looks like people are standing next to you. Meanwhile, splashes and water and stuff are exploding, and other craft are blowing up beside you, and it's really intense. It makes you feel like you're actually going ashore on D-Day, and it looks like you're coming in, like to the beach, and you can hear the machine gun actually ping the landing craft and stuff. It's really wild. You can feel like the dents in the front of the landing craft kind of thing. So knowing that the guys in front are going to buy it. So pretty interesting museum, but it was pretty awesome when I went there. I can leave those for now, I think. Let's check this. This is good. I'm going to end up having to sleep. Oh, I think we're getting pretty close. The canola will be done probably tomorrow. And see what our lime looks like. 2,000. And it is November, so it's pretty high right now. This would probably be a good day to sell it. Let's go ahead and do our lime. We've got 37 in here. Let's go ahead and change it to sell, and I think we should be good to go on that. I've got some pallets and things over there. Go ahead and get in here, and actually, you know what? Let me switch over here to this one. Sounds scary. I'm only 15. Yeah, exactly. And those boys, most of them were between 16, 18, 20, most of them, going into those landing craft, not knowing whether they were going to live out the next couple of hours. And like I said, it was an experience for sure. So if you ever go to Portsmouth, England, I highly recommend going to it. So how are you doing tonight, Southern? I saw you streaming, but I was catching up on other YouTubes at the time and streams, and I just didn't get a chance to get over there. Go ahead and fill this up. Why is it? I'm going to have to end up coming back through here again and unloading it. Alright, what is the unload? I. Let's go ahead and do that. And then R. There we go. And then tie those down. Oh, no, I want to go this way. There we go. Go ahead and stop right in here. Oh, I got a tree attached somehow. I don't know how I did that, but let's go ahead and get her out here. I'll just put them right in here. There we go. Just leave them sit there for now, and I want to go over and pull some of my pallets away. I've got some that I took out that I need to move around from the furniture and plank place, and I need to move some stuff. And seeing the people skinny as heck in the Holocaust, and quite skinny myself, but they were even more skinnier than me. What shocked me the most was the War Museum. Yeah. There was a lot of cruelty to what humans can do to each other. It was pretty sickening. You are not going to be easy, are you? Can't see. Trying to get around here and pick these pallets up. There we go. Hopefully that generated some. And I'll take these down to the furniture shop while I'm checking things out. Some of them got into the gas chamber. I don't call Hitler, I call him Butcher. Yeah, for sure. Oh, his cronies as well. Apparently, 3 of his brothers and 1 of his sisters died as an infant, only if he was the one who died. Yeah. Can't go back and change history yet. Hopefully one day time travel will be possible, but I do believe that would be a paradox. Blue Ice Gaming was asking about you tonight on my Steam. Appreciate it. At least I'm getting either famous or infamous. One of the two. It's probably infamous. That's my luck. Alright, well, where do I drop this off? I think I drop it off here. Like that. And then come around this way. And this made me a couple more pallets. Go ahead and pick these up and pick these up. There we go. And I'm going to park this right here for a minute while I check this factory production. Come on. Is it here? There we go. I'm like, why is it not? Oh, okay. So it's completely packed with planks right now, but it's still making furniture and storing it, selling wood chips. So we should be good. And this one is not producing anything. It's full of planks right now. And it's dropping it. It's supposed to be dropping it. Let me switch it up to storing. There we go. See if it'll populate some of those and get rid of some of that wood. And then it'll be online again. I put down the BGA Productions and it doesn't work on No Man's Land. It doesn't even show the symbols where to dump. I tried, didn't work on like episode 5, so I don't know what to do about the BGAs, and I can sell them, which is dumb. So the thing with BGAs, is it on your owned land? That's important, because you should not be able to sell to BGAs unless you own them. And to own them, you actually have to own the land. It's not so much the case on some of these other, like the wood thing or that one down there that I put down. I think you can still use them, like the biomass, even though I actually own, or I did own that property. Let me see if I still, yeah, I still own that. So I own 55, 33, and 26. But if I were to sell this and I had the BGA on it, I would not be able to sell stuff to the BGA anymore. Hey, Blue Ice, how you doing? Yep, Pennywise. How you doing today? Keeping busy? Keeping warm? I think there's nothing left for me to do today. This is one of those kind of slow days. I've got wheat. Let me check the wheat prices. I think wheat is January. Yeah. So wheat, lettuce, and tomatoes are all in January, and strawberries as well. So, and then furniture is in like June. So I have to kind of wait. Planks is in June as well. So even if I wanted to sell those, eggs. Ooh, eggs are November. I can actually go and sell eggs. Let me go do that. I don't have a full complement of eggs, but what I do have should pull down a pretty penny. Go over here and get these things a rolling. Yeah. I put them in a bad spot to start with. There we go. And I can move these back over a little bit. Like so. I got 2 full pallets. That should be a few thousand at least. I'm doing okay. Do you know if Hitler had slaves and what did they do? I'm really curious, but I can't find anything about it. Technically, I guess you could call them slaves because they used the Jewish people as slave labor, building death camps and concentration camps and just digging in the side of a mountain. There was one, I think it was Himmler, that basically had them rebuild this ancient, like, medieval castle and then dig the moat around the castle and fill it in with water and all that stuff. He was a little out there, even for Hitler. He was big into, magic and stuff. Like, like Indiana Jones type of shit. He, I think it was Himmler. Might have been Hess. I can't remember which one. Whichever one was the head of the SS. He was kind of a creepy dude, even for Hitler. He was off the chain. Hitler was scared of him. Let's put it that way. He had his own resources. He had his own Gestapo and SS troops, and you just kind of all kinds of craziness going on. He would hold secret meetings in robes and stuff, with all his head generals or whatnots. Oh, 7,000. That was a good payoff. Just for 2 crates. Dang, going. Yeah, going on chickens, that's going to be paying really well when I fill that out completely. I'll probably get if I have a full thing running from now until next year in November, that'd be quite a bit of pallets and be a pretty good cash payout. Wait, what were they? Did he have? Like other slaves too? No, I don't think it was actual slaves. I think he just used the Jewish people, and his generals used them to do manual labor, any kind of labor. He used them. Yeah, exactly. Himmler did all the gas chamber stuff, come up with his plan, the final solution, and the dude was off the charts. He would literally, him and his generals would go around. They were like the Knights of the Round Table. They actually built a round table inside this castle, this medieval castle. They would dress in these robes and do satanic rituals and all kinds of crazy shit like that. I just watched an infographic about it about 2 weeks ago. If you go to infographics, you'll see what I'm talking about. This guy was really out there. There we go. And I think I'm going to park this here for now. There's not much else I can do. I'll take this tree and get rid of that. and then go and take this over here to the other side. Put this up on my log trailer. I have no use for it for now. And just kind of wait it out and see what happens. I've only got a few trees along this path anyways, and then there's a couple over there I think I'm going to do nab just to make room for the grass that I want to do. And I think I'm just going to have to end up doing a sleep overnight. I know it's still early morning, but I got to kind of rest and take the day, and I can catch up with you guys. $7,072. Yep, exactly. Off of eggs. Alright. So now, if I check this, these should be just about ready. Oop, wrong way. One more. Harvesting. Wow, this is actually, the sorghum is growing faster than the canola. That grows really fast. I guess it was only 2 months. Let me go ahead and sleep another day. Get things moving again. Thank you for hitting those bots, CBW. I appreciate it. And apparently Hitler's wife took poison and Hitler shot himself in his room. That's what they say. There's still some records that kind of say there were duplicates and people weren't really sure. I'm just going to move these out of the way in case some other stuff spawns. Just to have them out of the way. I was getting pretty tight in there. I think maybe only one more spawn of tomatoes, and these ones are doing okay, but I could probably just move this whole thing over here a little bit just to be safe instead of sorry. Sorghum looks like it's ready to go. Yep. And then this one is either on its last stage or next to last stage. So let's go ahead and, where are we? Oh, we are January. So let's go ahead and at least get the sorghum up and get it started. Come on, get on there. Eggs are starting to fill up. Looks like we'll get 1 crate a month. I guess that's alright. Oh yeah. Unfold. There you go, dummy. Alright. Let's go ahead and get him a moving. Alright. That's doing alright. How are you, bud? I'm doing great. It's a Wednesday night. I actually have to go into work tomorrow. Usually I'm working from home. But me and my boss and one of the newly hired coordinators I used to run a team of basically 9 people, and he wants to split the work up and have 5 on one and 4 on the other. And I have 2 people that I need to backfill now because I had a guy quit today that I literally just hired a week and a half ago. So yeah, I've got to work through all that, and he basically quit via text. If that tells you anything about his professionalism. I've got a lot of things to do, and I need to be in the office tomorrow to do it and meet with my manager and the new coordinator and maybe even my new boss, the manager that's taken the manager role. And I will no longer be direct report to my director. Is what it is. Shit happens. So I've been hanging out and just trying to get things moving. Canola all looks almost ready. Yeah, it's probably like one day and that'll be done. So yeah, exactly. Just one day, and basically he worked a week and then a day, kind of 2 days if you call today actual work. With him texting me. I need to be in this one, and I need that trailer. It's funny, it's like all this greenhouse work, I'll probably only make like $2,000 or something off these tomatoes and everything. I know you don't make very much off of the veggies. Yeah, turn. There we go. If I can get close enough here. I knew it. Alright, go ahead and strap these down, and let's get the rest of these picked up and hauled off. And hopefully we can make bank on these. It won't let me get those last 2. Damn it. Oh well. I have to come back and get them. Isn't that painful? You got like 2 left, and there's no way I can get. Oh, hit my trailer. But I've got 3 levels of fruit and stuff. So fruit and veg. Go ahead and head over here and take them to the bank. I showed my teacher a baby Hitler, and I was saying, "Look at this ugly baby." And then she was like, "Cute." Then I said it was Hitler, and then she was like, "Oh, then ugly." Hey, Pepsi Gaming, how are you doing? Farm is going good. I just started the harvest on the sorghum that I had down. It grows in like 2 months, so it was ready to go. I can store it and save it for the chickens. I think wheat can be sold right now as well. So I've got a silo full of grain that I can get rid of. Oh, almost. Almost flipped her there, Speedy Gonzalez. Alright. There we go. And I've got a whole bunch of furniture and planks and stuff going. So yeah, it's keeping me real busy. Damn, these tomatoes take forever to sell. Wait, the lettuce is already sold. 17,000. Wow. Nice. That was a great payout. It's like 17.5. So even with that, I should be able to get these last two as well. Go ahead and cut through here. I know I'm not supposed to, but no cop, no stop. Rusty's not in here, is he? Don't sound like that guy going get very far with text his quitting his job. Oh yeah, exactly. He basically burned all his bridges in Atlanta because my boss runs his own podcast. He knows everybody in my field in security in Atlanta. So good luck getting a new job in Atlanta. He said he quit because he was moving on to he got accepted an offer at another place. And that being said, and the fact that he thought he was a senior and not a security engineer. And so, yeah, I'm trying to figure that one out as well. You've been through the entire interview process and now you say you're a senior? There should have been some red flags there somewhere for you. Oop, wrong one. There we go. Cover those. And no turning radius on this thing. This stupid John Deere. It's got a short wheelbase that is really hard to turn. I should probably fill it up while I'm over here. But yeah, he pretty much burned his bridges and all, at least for us. But I'm assuming most of the people that my boss knows as well, he's going to tell the story of the guy that quit via text. I'm sure. So yeah, it's going to be fun trying to get another position real close in our area without having to deal with that. So, but he had come from being a contractor, so I guess they assume that can work for them. So I don't know. I thought it was pretty unprofessional, though. Especially after we went through everything to get him hired and getting sorted out and all that stuff. Hell, I was still trying to figure out how to get his e-time sorted out. Now I don't even have to. So I could electronically dial in and charge his time electronically, since he was having so many problems. Another almost 2,000, so 19,500 total, pretty much, off of all the vegetables in the greenhouse. That's a pretty good payout. Holding on to them and selling them in January. Go ahead and drop this trailer off. And actually, let me go ahead and pop all these on here as well. that's taken down the planks, so at least it's starting to produce stuff and do things the right way. Now that I've got some spots open down at the plank yard. 48,000 though, so hopefully I can get some more payout by getting all the crops up, doing the canola and doing the sorghum and stuff, and selling what I don't use on the chickens. I need to drop this trailer. Oh shoot, I forgot to get gas. Damn it. Well, I got to go back up there anyways to sell the wheat, so I don't have any production buildings to do bread and whatnots. So I can wait, I guess. Yeah, turn. Yep, wrong way. How about this way? There you go. Alright, let's get, he needs picked up. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh, there it goes. See how it does that? It's like, it's so low it just jumps. It doesn't matter which tractor you use, it does the same thing both times. There we go. Get that sorghum. Nobody over in Twitch land. Eventually I'm going to have to get a bigger combine so I can do some other things with it. Corn and sunflower and stuff. But this one's showing up pretty good. I might get half out of it, out of this trailer. 7,500. Pretty good, and it's a third of the way done, so should be about 2,200 thereabouts. Let's go ahead and check. You go ahead. You got right away for now. Make sure he turns the right way. There we go. Come on. There you go. There. All right. Now I can check it and make sure, because I think, yeah, I've got 3,000 in there. It's at 99%, 264 chickens, and I've got 7,500. So I could probably almost fill this up. Yep, there we go. And the rest of it, we can, oop, wrong way, there we go. Yeah, son of a, turn. Drop the rest of it in there. And how are we doing? Yep. Didn't mean to do that. $19,000 wheat. And I think we can sell wheat in January. So let me check that real quick. Wheat is January, yes. And it's at 704, coming down. Alright, let's go ahead and fill that up. Percent at 15,000. Only 4,000 to go. Go ahead and change that. There we go. Don't sound like the guy going get very far with. Oh yeah. Could you 17,000? Looks like the new tractor is in order in the near future, by the sounds of it. Oh, for the John Deere, I don't know. This little 7R doesn't. It's just the turn radius is really bad. Either that or it's the response rate, because it doesn't seem to want to play right. And I need to check this real quick. I don't think I can make it any bigger. Maybe I can. 23,000. 14,000. 17. So I can make it bigger. All the way to 23,000. But then I'm hardly going to get the crop in it. I wonder, I think maybe I need to empty it first and then pull the rest of it out. I've got 48, so I should be okay. At least make it look somewhat realistic. Oh, I got a new subscriber. Alex questions. Nice. What do you question? That's it. I think I'm going to have to move this all the way up first, do a customized job on it to make sure I have enough, and then bring it back over and unload all of that wheat to sell off all at one go. There we go. Let's go ahead and, not what I want. There we go. So 2,500. Wood floor. Check out that cool shiny wood floor. Funny. And then I've got the thing. So let's go ahead and spend the money on that. customize it and hook that back up. There we go. And now let's go over here and empty this sucker back out. I should be able to get all of the sweets in one go. Yeah. I am aligned. Stupid trailer. There we go. What? There we go. Now it's filled up. Hey, Rusty. Speak of the devil. How's it going, man? I appreciate you stopping by. 19,000 liters of wheat. There we go. So we should be good. Forgot. Switch it back. There we go. I was saying to the guy at the chat earlier that if there's no cop, no stop. There we go. And then I said, well, let me check the chat real quick, make sure Rusty's not in here. You know how those country stops go. Sliding through about 8 miles an hour. I had our local village cop pull me over on a bike when I was a kid to read me the riot act about not stopping at that stop sign. I'm like, but there's nobody around except you. And you're sitting there in your car talking to girls. That's probably why he got mad at me, but this is where I turn, don't I? Nope. All right, let me go ahead and switch out here. It's on the left side, of course you are. There we go. All right, there we go. And money's coming back in. All right, made the money we spent on the capacity upgrade back. $51,000. Well, if we get that canola done, we might actually make bank enough to get the next land piece. At least that's what I'm hoping. Now that I've sold that lime off, that really worked out pretty well. Are we going to hit 60,000? Almost. 13,000 for grain. Yeah, 13,000, almost 14,000 for grain. For wheat. So not too bad. That's a pretty good bunch of trees as well, but it's got that stupid hill on it. I don't know if I really want to grass farm all that. I can get maybe these two bunches over here ahead of me. If I buy that plot, that'll give me 2 bunches of trees and a bunch of little speckled trees here and there. Maybe not all of them, but pretty close to most of it. And it's fairly flat, it looks like, down through here. And it'll give me a way to extend the road a little bit, as well as be closer. He's probably done. Yep. Let's go over here and fill this out again. You should be able to just about polish off this field with what's left. If I can completely empty him out, he should be able to knock out what's left, because it's about halfway done right now at least. Damn, it's 10 o'clock already? Time flies when you're farming and having fun. Nobody over on Twitch land yet. So are you working tonight, Rusty, or are you getting some gaming in? There we go, 7,500. That's the max that combine will hold. When is sorghum sales? Oh, sorghum is January as well. Wow. So I might be able to pull all that sorghum that I just put in there and what's left in his hopper and just go and sell it, since I filled up the chickens. That'll make a little bank as well. Sorghum's in the 700s. Ooh, 900. Holy crap. Yeah, I should be able to get at least 20,000 liters of sorghum off this field, minus whatever I gave the chickens. So that'll give me another about 65,000 maybe, or 15,000, 65,000 total, or 75,000 total. So I'd only need about 10,000 left, and that'll come off of that canola field, I'm sure. And then I could buy that land right over there. This spot right here, I've got, that'll give me this forest and a little bit of this forest, and I can clean that off completely and then make a big huge grass field through here, or at least in this section, and then go ahead and mow and start mowing, put a sheep farm maybe like right here or up here. Yeah, I think that'll work. I think that'll work out well. If I can get to 85,000, that is. It is taking quite a while. But that'll give me enough wood to save those trees back there, as well as giving me a chance to knock down a bunch of trees on the other side. Clean it up, make a huge grass field out of it. Also, I'm very sorry I didn't upload every day this week like yesterday, I think, and 5 days ago. Yeah, don't worry. It took me a while to catch up with the ones that were already posted. I missed a lot of videos this weekend, having to do chores and run my daughter out to the store a couple times and do other stuff. So I'm still catching up. I think the site, I'm on peanuts right now, as far as checking YouTube sites. I usually watch his No Man's Land series. He does a pretty good series on that, and then there's probably about 10 or 15 other ones that I got to go through. But usually I get caught up over the weekend, and I didn't do a whole lot of YouTubing this weekend, other than creating a start of a video and after Friday night, and then Saturday morning a little bit. And tomorrow is my Throwback Thursday episode, which I think I know what I want to do. And I have the Steam controller right here. The game requires a controller to play it, which I don't use very often, but I did have that Steam controller. So luckily that worked. And then I will play it and record it and try to do probably a time lapse of it, because it's a very slow, methodical paced game with a lot of action in the middle of it. But like the progression path of the game is super slow, and I don't want to give away what the game is, but let's say it's very primitive. He's going to take a while. Yeah, he's not even all the way there yet. And then I've got to get the mulcher out, do that field, and then wait a day and get that combined. I want to get rid of these too and get the new log forks, because these ones suck. I hate those forks. They're horrible. And I've got about half a load of wood there I could drop off and make some new stuff with. And then we wait until June and sell all the furniture and planks. And I should be good to go. Once this is done, I get the stone and everything going as well. I could actually make a stone field back there in this section that's open, and just harvest stone from it and sell lime as well. Now that I know how to do it, that lime crusher's been sitting there doing nothing. I'll wait on this guy to finish up. I'm off tonight, eating ice cream now, and hopefully play Farming Sim in a bit. Nice. You still working on the bake a cake challenge, or are you working just playing, like for fun? Like, are you trying to get a video out for your next episode or whatnot, or just chilling like a villain and playing some Farm Sim? Do you know who started and what happened to begin World War One? Yes. That was the shooting in Sarajevo of Archduke Ferdinand I, I want to say. He was out him and his wife in a luxury car with the family. They were traveling. They wanted to go hang out with the people, and some dude just walked up and open-ended just said, "Pow! You're mine, bitch." And that was pretty much it. That set off a bunch of diplomatic things going on, and at the time which I forget what the empire was called, Ottoman Empire, they were part of the Ottoman Empire or something like that, and wrong one, there we go, and that's going up. And then so that kind of set them on fire, and because he was royalty, and the next thing you know, people be shooting each other. And the Brits got in because Germany got involved, and it just basically took off from there. And then France and Germany were at it with Britain on France's side and the Allies and the Axis powers. So it was a huge. It's repeated multiple times in Europe. That whole area of Europe has been under contest for a very large number of centuries. Ever since the Roman Empire went defunct, there's been battles and everything else going on that just kind of jacked up everything. They left a big power vacuum when the Roman Empire fell for several hundreds of years, all through the Dark Ages, all the way into the early medieval era, and then farther into the late 18th century with the Boer Wars, which is literally like Germany's colonization period and English colonization period of Africa, South Africa, all of that, killing the Zulu tribes and everything that happened during colonization, and then the French Indian War in America, England's basic expansion to America, knocking out the Spanish and the French fleets at the Battle of Trafalgar by the British, and then all the way through the Revolutionary War, which we went on and got France and Spain on our side on those, and fought the British, and then that whole colonization period lasted like 200 years, with a lot of stuff going on, different battles, different groups. Europe was a mess. Everybody was at each other's throats, and then the Ottoman Empire came in. That was a lot of Turkish influence, and the Mideast, Africa, North Africa, stuff like that, and it just kind of grew from there. And then the hatred kind of boiled over, because Yugoslavia is a partial Muslim nation left over from the Ottoman Empire, which then Germany and the Austrian Empire kind of merged with the Ottoman Empire, and then they fought in East or Western Europe, and next thing you know, everybody's fighting everybody. That wasn't the single point of conflict. There had been a lot going on beforehand, but that kind of stewed the fires and set things in motion, if you will. And then, of course, at the end of World War One, Armistice Day on November 11th at 11 a.m., which now we know is Veterans Day over here in America, they basically signed the Treaty of Versailles. Germans surrendered pretty much everything. The country was devastated. They were poor economically. Their military was defeated and disbanded, basically. And that retribution is what Hitler and his party said was all caused for exterminating 6 million people, basically. It was all their fault, according to Mr. Hitler. So, was Hitler good at the time during World War One? He was a corporal. He actually got lost during World War One in the middle of a battle, I think in the Ardennes, and ended up walking straight into a British soldier that was sitting on the line ready to shoot and pop Hitler in the head. So he almost died a few times. But for the majority, he was pretty much imprisoned after World War One, at which time he wrote Mein Kampf, and then got out and became a political activist, and then swayed all these morons under his wing, and then had the Poots Hall propaganda campaign, whatever they call it, the brown shirts. And they went all crazy. They ended up getting elected as a party, and he became the National Socialist Party. All that grew, and then they kind of overwhelmed. It started as a small movement, grew internally, laying blame wherever they could. They divided and conquered. They even say that maybe he had bombed the actual Reichstag, or had his goons do it, which threw Parliament into disarray over there, which kind of led to him winning pretty much one-sided the election. Then he became chancellor. Once he was chancellor, he became the man, and then he just pretty much took over everything and instituted policies and everything that led into World War II. So, didn't he also got blind for a while during the war? I think he was shot, if I recall. And he walked with a bit of a limp or something, if I'm remembering correctly. It's been so long since I've been in school. I mean, at least 30 years. Alright, so he should be able to finish this out. And then I can go sell the rest of the sorghum. Pick whatever's left up in that silo over there. Where are you going? Quit stopping. Ooh, it might fill this up too. Hope I don't have to top off them chickens yet again. No, I should be able to get it all in there. I don't think there's that much in the silo that I threw in there. Alright. Zeroed out. And close this up. And I think our trailer is over there. Go ahead and get this thing ready. But that's pretty much my extent of knowledge of World War I and II. I mean, there's a lot else that happened, but a lot of the last century was all related to the wars and everything that happened in the previous colonization period of Europe. This way, this way, this way, this way. There you go. Yeah, that colonial period lasted, well, I would say even longer, like from the 15th, 16th century when Spain kind of discovered, America, Columbus and all that, and then everybody else wanted a piece of the pie and making gold and getting rich. And so England attacked Spain and Sir Francis Drake and all that was happening. At the same time, France was making friendly with the Indians in the north, and the Pilgrims in the 1600s dropping out to say hey, with the English and them living through that. The English really only had one colony, and that was in Jamestown. And then the Spanish had, of course, the fort there down in Florida at St. Augustine, and which is pretty cool if you ever get a chance to go. I've been a couple times. There's a Spanish fort there. It's one of the earliest settlements in America when the Spanish were first conquering the natives of North America and Mexico and whatnot. It was pretty hardy. There we go. Go ahead and close that up. But a lot of stuff going on back then. It was just constant warfare for, I would say, almost 400 years during the colonial period. And then as you got into the 17th century, 18th century, things didn't really change too much. Those powers were not as powerful. Everything was about making money off of the American colonies in the late 1700s, and then, of course, the Revolutionary War, and then the 1800s was our own strife with the Civil War. But where did I put my... There it is. Like, where the hell did I stop? Yeah, it's just, it all ties together, though. I mean, it's constant human warfare for the last 1,000 years. At some point, somebody else pisses somebody else off, and they fight back. There we go. And that's pretty much the way it's been for half a century, or half a epoch. There we go. All right, we got all of our sorghum sales done. Let's go ahead and get out of this. Take these in, get rid of the sorghum, since I can replace it pretty quickly. It only takes 2 months to grow, so if I need more chicken food, I can get them on some sorghum, but it's pretty full right now. Didn't he, hi Rusty, CBW is back. No more lurking for CBW. Messing with you. What you been up to? Didn't you guys capture Hitler's car and brought to Canada, which killer's car is ugly close to where I live? I have no idea on the specifics of that. I do know that we captured all kinds of mounds of gold and stuff and art and things like that. They're still trying to return it to families and track down families that were affected by all of that. Let's go ahead and sell this. There we go. Going back up again. Let's hope we get to 75,000. That's kind of our goal here. But yeah, it's I'm kind of a history buff. I've been interested in it for 20, 30 years, learning about history, and because if you don't learn from it, you're doomed to repeat it. So the saying goes. Kind of like the Ukraine and Russia right now. Not that I want to go into politics, but that region has been in conflict for at least 500 years, maybe 1,000. It was part of Attila the Hun's empire at some point. So, yeah, there's a lot going on all over Europe. The Carpathian Mountains and everything else. 81, all right, 22,000 off of that sorghum. Nice. That's exactly what I was looking for. Now I really only need like 5,000 and I can buy that property. And we are all set, people. I want to buy that field over there and get to chopping some trees, which I probably could do right now if I actually did some trees. I don't really want to touch those. Let's see what, where you stop. There we go. Get up to speed. What's a good crop to go in right now? It's January. Wheat's gonna take months. Nope. Nope. Canola. Nope. Yeah. Grapes would be good probably, but no time, no effort going into stuff right now. Ah, damn it. Come on. Soybeans would be good. They're going to take 5 or 6 months, so that would actually be really good to do soybeans again. I don't have stuff to harvest potatoes yet because they don't have any damn mods, or else I would put potatoes in there, probably some kind of root crop. Let's go ahead and put this over here for now. Hey, brakes! There we go. The brakes kick in, they kill me on this trailer. Yeah, that's probably not even $5,000 worth of wood right there. There's a lot of little logs in this area. Guess I could do the mulching and get that set up. I know I gotta do it anyways. And we might have to rest for the night while this finishes. Get this all mulched up and ready to go. And then do this canola, and that should put me over the top as far as money goes. Yeah, I don't know why I was thinking it was like the same width as the roller. Let's see, get him started. There we go. So, what do you guys think? Just buy that property right there, get rid of all those trees, and then make that a big grass field. Maybe put a sheep farm down there at the end, in between, and then open that road up a little bit, and then finish this part as well. Put in a 2-laner, little drive path down through here. I think that's my plan. Get things rolling in that method. And then once I get the wool going from the sheep farm, I can have an extra avenue of profit coming off of wool and then fabric and things that I could put down more down there in the production area. Do you think Hitler is a disgrace? Yes, to humankind. The man was a monster. And Himmler was even worse than him. He hooked himself up with a lot of crazies. So there's some trees on that side and some trees up on that edge that need to get done as well. What are you doing? Stupid annoying workers. At least let's get this side mulched. There we go. Yeah, we got enough space on that side. He should be able to finish this without going crazy again on the chicken coop. Go for it. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of the plan. I think it's going to be sheep, and just kind of spread that over a little bit. Take out those two little splotches of trees right across there. Make a big grass field. Extend the road out both directions, so I can get over towards the logging better, and over, kind of curve it down towards the shop a little bit where I can. Extend the road in front of the farm out another grid down through here. So basically extending it out to this area and then extending it up to here like that, and then extending it down to here, and just put that road in. And I want to finish this, put that 2-lane in there. I might end up just like collapsing this field, making it straight across, and then make it one big field, and then make another field over on this section maybe. I don't know. There's these little bit of trees right here, but I can always add trees. This whole section, really, I could do all the way down to the barn and just cut it off right behind the chicken barn, and then do another one over here. There's not a lot of room though. Like, I got most of these trees. It's just this area is pretty tight. So basically from all the way down through here, and then down around here like this, and then I've got this whole section that could be another field of something, or different maybe animal pens or whatnot. Basically where the other side of the silo over there where the forest is. But having the greenhouses here kind of sets, it's a little bit of a separation for the whole farm. And the farm being right in the middle is not a lot of options right now. grandpa used to live in Holland, and during the war, he was at church, and they had to go home during the middle of survive because of the Nazis. Like he was a part of the church, or like they were going to church and they sent them all home from attempting to go to church. I know they did stuff like that. They treated Hollanders, I guess you call it, Danish, pretty bad. I mean, hell, they fought Operation Market Garden there for several months and tried to win back Holland when the Germans invaded again with the Blitzkrieg and the Battle of the Bulge. The whole goal was beat the Americans back, open up the line, and capture their gas, because the German tanks were running on fumes by the time they got to where they were trying to get to. And Patton turned his whole Third Army north, marched 2 or 3 days directly, and rescued that, I don't want to say rescue, liberated the entrenched Marines that were holding their own. Marines are very touchy about that subject. So they liberated the Marines and allowed them to be reinforced in Bastogne, I think it was called. Battle of Bastogne. Yeah, they gave them hell, put it that way. And actually, it's pretty famous. The Marine commander in charge of that operation that they went through the winter on, he actually got a surrender request from the Nazi general, whoever he was, on the other side, and he penciled in a note and just wrote one word: nuts. That was the Marines' colonel's response: nuts. So he definitely had some balls on him. I'll give him that. They took a beating, though. They sure as hell did. They had guns in hands of guys that could barely hold a rifle. You know, they were in piss poor shape, but they came out of it alive. Quite a bit of them. They held on until Patton got up there, and Patton relieved them and reinforced and started beating the Germans back, and that was pretty much the end of the Battle of the Bulge. And that quickly led to them to be able to open field straight across Germany through the lines, punch a massive hole. Market Garden itself was a pretty dismal failure at stopping the German advance. The British put in paratroopers, the French threw in their paratroopers to take bridges and stuff in Holland, and they just got smacked down on them, basically. They fought really well, but it was a complete clusterfuck. He had to go home during the service. Oh, yeah. They did a lot of that. But Resistance was awesome. They did a lot of cool stuff. I watched a show not too long ago. It's been probably 3 or 4 months now, but it was about the Danish resistance in Holland, finding them. They would flood rivers and the lowlands and stuff like that, and then attack and shoot and then take off. And it was, they had secret hiding stashes and everything, and like kids were getting involved and running messages and stuff, checking like troop movements and stuff, see how many people were moving around and what they were doing, and passing on notes and all the troop movement stuff. And the women that worked inside the German offices, like secretaries, were passing on information to the resistance, and Like it was like a complete community-wide thing. You know, they were beating up the Germans at the whole time. You know, stealing information, communicating with the British and French, and you know all that stuff. So they did a damn good job. Harley, game 12. Hey, welcome aboard. How are you? How was your day? Not bad. Could have been better, but you know, had an engineer quit today over text. But otherwise, it was a pretty decent day. We had some close call stuff with incidents and things, but everything worked out in the end. There's a new malware out there called Lockbit 2.0. So, welcome aboard. Appreciate you stopping in and checking out the stream today. We've been actually talking about World War II and Hitler a little bit, trying to educate our young Creighton here a little bit. I'm sort of a history buff. I like a lot about history and learning from it. That's good. Just got off work. Ah, nice. Well, that's always a good thing when you're off work. Well, we're at 1:52. We should be able to finish this by 3 o'clock. Maybe get a plow in, dipper plow in the field and get it done, and then probably call it a wrap here in the next 15 minutes. Things are going okay. Still at 81,000. We need 4,000, and then I'm probably going to buy that property right next door to the canola field, and expand our area a little bit. That's the goal anyways. I need that 85K. Not going to get much of it now. I've got the chickens all filled up. I'll probably put, what else can we look at in here? Yeah, I can't do potatoes yet. I could do corn. It's supposed to be knee-high by July and sell it in January, but I don't really have the header for it. Soybeans would be good. It takes like 5 or 6 months to do soybeans, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That would be a perfect time to sell soybeans. So I could do soybean rotation one more time. I can't afford these yet because I don't have any of the products done. Wheat, canola. Canola I got done late. It's actually a crop that takes several months to cure. I think I started back in June or July and then put the canola in, and now it's starting its downward turn again. But if I could sell it, I can get enough for the property next door and then throw something else in there. Maybe oats or something, oats or barley, maybe. Really what I want to get to at the end game is doing grapes, because I've never done grapes before. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, a big fan of history. I watch the History Channel all the time when I'm off work. I used to, until I dropped cable altogether. Now I don't even, it's mostly just watching YouTube a lot. Every now and then I watch a little something different, but for the a movie here or there. I've been on the Life Below Zero series on not Netflix, on Disney. I've been catching up of 12 seasons of that, so I've been watching that over the last month and a half or so, trying to catch up on episodes. So it's a pretty good series, and they've got an Inupiat group. The guy went to jail. His wife and 7 kids had to survive through the winters and stuff, and they did camping and fishing and all that. Another guy's an Iditarod dog trainer with like 50 dogs, and him surviving out in the boonies on the Iditarod and training for it and training his dogs and kind of building up. A young guy in his 30s. Another one that just started up the series was another young native. Forget what tribe he said he was from, Akatash or something like that, and him inheriting the family cabin when his parents died, and he's trying to make a living out in the middle of the wilderness. Another lady that lived like clear at the top of the Arctic Circle is now getting too old to do things, so she's only working the summer months at Kavik Camp, and then bought a cabin down in Chena River Valley. So it's kind of interesting stuff for me. I like that because, only having been to Alaska the one time for a short period of time, having to live out on Adak, it was in the boonies and nothing out there and nothing to do but drink. So, yeah. Those are the days. Going to different places. It's like Keflavik, Iceland, and getting up there during the midwinter and having to wear Arctic gear and freezing your butt off, following the ropes to get from building to building to go eat. So, they say Greenland is full of ice and Iceland is full of green. Not quite. It can get pretty hairy in Iceland too. Just not all the time, like it does in Greenland with the glacier. Yeah, it's pretty cool. They got monkeys there that take these steam baths too. It's pretty cool. If you get to go there, check it out sometime, and you get to see the Northern Lights as well. Yeah, from Iceland. It's pretty awesome, actually. That channel said Hitler shot himself and his wife took poison. Yeah. That's the official line. There's also conspiracy theories that say the Russians captured him and kept the bodies of the what do you call them, the replacement people, the lookalikes, and killed them and buried them. There were people that still saw them moving around the bunker, and mysteriously maybe he escaped or made it all. There's been sightings all over the place down in South America where a lot of the Germans hid. There's some that say he even went to Antarctica, to a bunker there that the Germans held on to for a long time. That's actual conspiracy theory, the whole South American Antarctica thing. There's some kind of a huge bunker there, but they say that's what Byrd's fleet battled when they went down there to take on the remains of Hitler's elite force of Arctic warriors that were supposedly down in the Arctic, and that's why Byrd was battling down there in the South Arctic, Antarctica. Sorry, I don't know. It seems a little far fetched for me, especially when there's nothing there. I mean, you can see more of it now because all the weather and stuff is changing, and entire 2 miles of Arctic ice shelf are falling off into the ocean and raising sea levels. But yeah, it's a bunch of crazy theories. Anyways, I watch some of those shows sometimes too, just to hear them. But yeah, there's all kinds of different things. Like there's one thing where supposedly he got out through a tunnel system underneath Berlin and made it out of the bunker to an area where they held it, not the Eagle's Nest, but they made it out over a traversing until they hit a port, and then they took a submarine full of Nazi gold and got out to like Bolivia or something. I don't know, kind of all that craziness. It depends on what you read and what you like and what you interpret. On the last few days of Hitler, I love beer. Exactly. I don't drink as much as I used to when I was younger. I still have a 6-pack in here from New Year's. It's still sitting at the bottom of the fridge cold. There's a video on my home screen of walkthrough of gas chamber that I'm not going to watch it because then it probably not be able to say, oh, you're not going to be able to. I'll tell you that right now. Once you see something, you cannot unsee it. So I would take the moderated stuff over live footage of things that happened, or being there in person, like I had to in certain situations in Africa, which is why I don't talk about Africa. Don't even want to broach the subject. Too much going on, too many warlords, too many atrocities. That's all I'm going to say about that. Alright, get this out of here. Yep, just before 3 o'clock. Get our plow dipped. Make sure I don't have create fields on. Be it about right there. Go ahead and straighten these wheels out so they don't go off all cockeyed. And let's get these in. There we go. Alright, all set. And then while he's going, I can actually send the guy in to, or my other guy in with the stone crusher and get that field picked and kind of kill 2 birds with 1 stone, if you will. Turn the right way. Come on, a little more. There you go. Alright, and he's coming down the right way. He's probably going to get stuck, though, on the back of that that chicken shed right there, because they always seem to for some reason. But he's ready to go. Let's see how he does on a second bit of field. Does this need lime? Probably doesn't. Harvest is done. Plowed is done. Alright. Where's the mulched? I think it's on this side. Yeah, mulched. So it's all mulched. Lots of stones cropping up. Doesn't need lime yet. Yeah, we're good. No lime needed. Oh, he turned. Holy crap. That's a first. He didn't run into the chicken yard. Usually the idiots run into the damn chicken barn and stop. Alright, so let's get him moving. Today would be nice. There you go. Let's go ahead and get that. There we go. He's got 2 rows on him, so as slow as this is, it should do okay. Go ahead and get out of here. And while that's cooking, I should be picking up that. Let's take the mulch off. Yep. Sprawling weeds. don't see anything else other than stones. So we should be good to go. Just kind of waiting on them to finish. Are you turning the right way? You better be. Let me go in here just in case he decides to flake out on me. These stone pickers like to flake out a lot. Alright, he's going good. Plow guy's going good. I should stop watching vids about Hitler or else then I could not sleep sometime for a while. Exactly. There's some stuff that happens all throughout history. I mean, you know, nowadays you just hear about it on the news, but there's always some kind of atrocity going on all over the world. People are ruthless and monsters. There's a lot going on you don't hear about, and he stopped. Of course he did. Let's see if I can get around here. I'll do pass through this area again and just kind of hopefully turn and burn this part right here. Straighten that out a little bit and then come straight down the path while that guy is busy. There we go, like that. And that should at least make some room for me to cover the rest of it. Yeah, that's enough overlap. I should get everything on this field, stone-wise. Ooh, it looks like we got another bot. Yeah, there's a lot of people that got that designation. Attila the Hun, Vlad the Impaler, your Herr Hitler, some warlords in Africa, I would put right up there with them. There's a number of them, for sure. Lots happening. Thank you, CBW. I appreciate it. Grabbing that bot for me. Trying to finish this field off, at least get it going. Get the plowing in and done. And then I think I will pretty much call it a night at this point. As soon as he finishes plowing, get that all done. And then I'll let this stone picker, finish off what he needs to do on this field. He's not going to get that last little bit, are you? You missed a little. Hopefully he turns around straight. Yeah, at least he did that part right. But our plow guy should be done here shortly. I'm not going to harvest that because I want you guys here for that and see me purchase the new land. So I will only probably just pick up what comes off of this field as far as stones go, and maybe do a little processing if I can, but most of it will probably be offline. I just want to finish the plowing portion and make sure that it gets done properly, as well as get past this chicken barn with my stone picker guy to make sure he gets everything he needs to get done. But that's pretty much it for This episode, I think we're up to 11 or 12 now. I can't remember for the stream. But it's around there. It's either 11 or 12. I've done everything pretty much on screen while I've been doing the stream, and trying not to do anything off screen for the most part. I did knock out some trees and put in that little grassy area around the greenhouses off stream, because I know you guys are not going to want to watch tons of logging. So I will try to do the same when I buy this land. I may knock out, these trees and get them harvested, throw them in the furniture and plank place, and get those all built up again. And then that way I do all that offline, and you guys don't see all that crap that you don't need to, at least on stream. I want to sell that logging fork and buy the different one before I do this property and get things moving the right way. He looks like he's going to be golden now, at least doing things the right way. This guy's got 3 more passes and he'll be done. And then I got a couple little spots right there I need to clean up. But that's pretty much it for me for the stream. Missed that too, but I'll just knock it out all clear at the ends. Whichever side he finishes on, I'll just pick up and go straight across and knock those out, and then do the opposite end as well. And tomorrow I got to get up early, so I'll probably get to bed early tonight. Maybe watch an episode or so of Life Below Zero. Oh no, Boba Fett. Yeah, I haven't watched the end of the season for Boba Fett, so I got to catch up on that. And then once I finish that, I'll be all caught up. I'll probably head to bed after that, and then pretty much call it a win overall. As far as the stream goes, I think you guys have been following everything that I've been doing and catching up. Made quite a bit of payout today, so I should have called this stream Payday. I wonder what it would be like if Hitler won the war. Don't even want to think about it. A lot of things going on. There would have been so if you want to get a feel for it, go watch Man in the High Castle. It's on, I think, HBO or Netflix or Prime or one of those. It's a Philip K. Dick novel, which basically, he was a sci-fi author that came up with scenarios like that. How the Japanese and Germans are, basically in the middle of America, and things are a struggle to get through on a day-to-day basis for Americans. And he wrote a novel all about that. I like some of his stuff, but he gets a little off the beaten path sometimes with some of his novels. Like I Dreamed of Electric Sheep and stuff like that. Some of those are very strange novels, so you got to take some of it with a grain of salt. I am not going to sit here and watch you back up all the way across. We're going to knock out this end bit right here ourselves. There we go. If I can drive straight, there we go. I'll knock out the end bit here. Trying to finish this field off. Do a couple little splotches that we got to pick up. Does it show? Pick some stuff. Yeah. I think I watched like the first season of it, and I know the outcome because I read the book, but it just, there's some things going on with the underground and bits like that. There's Americans basically surviving. Hey, you're gonna run right over me, aren't you? There we go. Alright, let's put that, not what I wanted to do. Raise it up, there you go. And then run down here to this end before he gets down there. And there's a couple more splotches on the side. Right in here. Right there. And yeah. Damn it. Come on. Just trying to get that little bit. That's all I needed. And it's digging up some more stones over here. There we go. Then I can run straight across this way. It'll probably dig up some more. But that's alright. I could always use the stones. Get down here to the end. And I'll lift this up a little. And then I think I'm going to call it a night. There we go. Go ahead and put this up. And I will let the stone picker finish what he's doing, just to knock out the stone field. Get everything knocked out on that. But as far as the stream goes, I think we're pretty much done for the evening. And I'll just do the stone picking offline. It's already 11:12, so I don't want to keep everybody too long. I usually, like I said, I only go 2 hours on my streams if I can. Keep them short and sweet. I don't know about too sweet, but they're short. Anyway, shorter than a lot of people do. I try not to go overboard, keep losing people's attention. Plus, being a late night, later evening stream, 9 to 11, it's just a good time before people fall asleep on me, and people gotta go to sleep for work and things like that. So I try not to go too overboard by doing it late night. Let's make our U-turn here. Hey, ooh, almost. And park it right there. Alright, now we just gotta wait on this hobo to get done. But that's pretty much it for me. Show, then probably not then would I have nightmares with the pics of that stuff. Oh, no, it's more like they show history and they show pics of history, and it's, you know, things during the war, and like imagine Adolf Hitler as an old man, like ready to retire, you know, getting close to his deathbed kind of thing. Imagine that with him with like silver hair and, you know, antiquated politics and kind of destitute America with all the people. So yeah, that's Philip K. Dick. It's a very weird kind of society is fallen and things are not looking great. It's great for the Germans and for the Japanese and the high ups, and their conflicts and spying and things against each other. But it's just a different type of sci-fi series. So if you're interested in it, check it out. There's not a lot of blood and gore. It's more like modern acting and people doing things and it's like spy stuff. It's not like black and white pictures of gore and things happening, but there's the occasional killing or spy thing or something like that, like watching any kind of Quantum of Solace or James Bond stuff. Pretty much the same thing. So, but that's going to be it for me. I will let him continue doing what he does best, and I appreciate it. I will go ahead and switch out here to ending, and then I will do my call outs, make sure everybody got covered. Who was on Twitch today, if anybody? I don't think I had anybody in Twitch. Nope. So Twitch is a bust. Here on the YouTube side, my usual suspects. Crazy Raisins was the first one in, and then CBW shortly after. Southern Lady 76 come by after her stream. Creighton's been here pretty much all night. I appreciate it very much. Let's see, we had some bots. Blue Ice Gaming come in with after a little while with Southern Lady. Another bot. CW Pepsi Gaming come in for a bit and hung out with us. See, Rusty Money Gaming came in for a little while. I don't think I missed anybody. Creighton's been here the whole time. CBW's been here hanging out. Harley Game 12 popped in and hung out with us for a bit. And another bot. And that's pretty much it. Wrapping up here at the end. Creighton's still hanging out with me, and CBW. I appreciate you blocking all those bots, CBW. I can't get to them, but while we stream, so I do appreciate it. That's all I got, folks. Y'all have a good one. Evil Clown out of here.